You can't fall. It's not possible.
The story goes sweet. I don't know, but they do rejoin.
Oh yeah, oh, give way. Oh. IRTs and SCS, give way. Let's see the suspect.
A number of key operational and investigative breakthroughs by men of the Nigerian police force, particularly our operatives from the IRT as well as the STS. We have a total of 108 suspects who are persons who have been clearly linked with cases touching on kidnapping, drug dealing, unlawful possession of prohibited firearms, illicit trade on weapons, unlawful possession of prohibited drugs and the distribution of same, and surprisingly, the manufacturing of weapons. We also have here today an intriguing case of a suspect aged 29 years, Abdullahi Ali, who is a citizen of Niger Republic, who specializes in altering the international mobile equipment identity of telephones. The International Mobile Equipment Identity, IMEI, is a very specialized and unique identity that comes with every phone that you purchase. This ID is the IMEI number is just like your unique fingerprint. And so every single phone you purchase, and today that number is also being extended to even some other electronic gadgets. And so every single mobile telephone you buy has got a unique IMEI number. And this is the number that helps investigators as well as manufacturers of these products to keep a tab on these products wherever they might be. Surprisingly, Abdullahi Ali has developed some softwares that he's using to alter these numbers, thereby throwing investigators and even the manufacturers of these products into darkness. You will be relating with this suspect in the course of this parade. We also have a group of young men, about 5 of them, who specialize in supplying illicit drugs to bandits, to kidnappers, and to other persons who need to be under the influence of these drugs to actually commit some of the very heinous crimes they commit across the country. We also, within the period under review, recovered a total of 30 assorted rifles, including AK-47 rifles, GPMG rifles, specifically 2 GPMG rifles, LA rifles, and then also a total of 10 locally fabricated pistols. A total of 1,520 rounds of live ammunition were also recovered within this period under review. If you follow the trajectory or the trend and patterns of our operation in recent times, you will see that our operatives and investigators are paying particular attention to persons or criminal elements who act as enablers and facilitators of the major criminals in this very complex web of kidnapping, banditry, and terror enterprise. And so we are committed to cutting off the arms supply chain, disrupting them, recovering weapons, mopping up these weapons, and bringing the illicit traders on these weapons to book. We are also determined to cut down the supply of drugs like cocaine, tramadol, and other forms of banned substances. We're committed to stopping their flow to the camp of these criminals in order also to weaken their capacity to commit some of the heinous crimes they are committing. We are also paying very special attention to their informants and spies who help them to carry out recce operations and return information to them on key targets. The whole idea is, while we are focusing on the bigger picture of decimating and controlling the major crimes, we must also deal with those who are playing enabling and facilitating roles to the thriving of the criminal ecosystem. And so here today, not only do we have an illicit arm manufacturer, we also have a suspect, one Adamu Numa, who for the past 3 years have been ferrying illicit weapons from Niger Republic down to Nigeria, particularly to states like Zamfara, Kaduna, and Niger states. Weapon uses exactly the same kind of ammunition that other AK-47 rifles are using. And then, of course, these are the drugs, the rohypnol, cracks, cokes, and of course, this is some of the money recovered from some of the suspects. And then again, this appears to be now an emerging trend, but we'll continue to arrest them and expose them
emerging trend. Give you the mic. Let him use the mic.
You can see how neatly packed, well designed. This AK-47 has both
Ben.
bayonets.
Ben,
No, where is it?
When they told him that
this is your pen.
say he's going to give him
Your own is in your chest. It's not your own.
That's Haruna for you.
If you shake it,
We'll
go
talk to Haruna later. Haruna,
fall.
put it back.
Don't mind him. Follow your guard. They told you.
This thing will follow.
If you fall, we'll pick him.
It will be on record that
It's better for you to fall than
on so
for me.
dates. On so dates.
Be on record that you are the one that push it.
On so dates at so time. Ajia and Chizoba conspired.
You know the story go sweet pass if me I fall.
You can't fall now. How will you fall?
PRO conspires.
You can't fall.
STI.